Yesterday, I went to Trader Joe's and I took along my GoPro. Now, I haven't used my GoPro in a very long time, and I've always heard people say, well, there's quirks to GoPros. At some point, it's going to fail you. It's kind of like mountain bike riding. At some point, something's going to happen to you. You just never know when. And yesterday was that thing. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'm using a manual focus lens, but the equalizer down here is showing that it is recording audio. I recorded maybe 20 different files. Not a single one recorded any audio, even though it shows that it's recording audio. And yeah, but I didn't want to waste the video. So I'm going to figure out, you'll see it in a couple seconds here, my trip to Trader Joe's. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to have to voice over some of the stuff, kind of explain what I was talking about. And we can go from there. But anyway, thank you for watching. I know it's probably a hard video to watch. Maybe nobody will watch it, but I put a lot of effort into it. Here I'm just explaining that I don't have that much food, hardly any food actually. And I needed to go to Trader Joe's or something like that to actually find something. Here I show you how little is actually in my fridge, which is... kind of pathetic. I have film in there at least, as I show right here. I was actually really surprised at how little people were out at this time. You'll see later in this video that there's a lot more people out. Maybe it was because of the time of day. Maybe I have no idea. But I was kind of surprised actually, because every other walk besides this one, it's people everywhere. At this point, I think I'm asking everybody which one their favorite is, Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I know there's a really dedicated, I will say, crowd to each one. I don't really stand in any particular corner. I think that I know that I go to Whole Foods more just because it's closer. But I don't really have a huge preference. I do have to say, though, that the mushrooms at Trader Joe's seem way better, and I'm kind of a huge mushroom fan. There's a couple other things at Trader Joe's, like the Gerolsteiner, if you're into mineral water, is way cheaper. But overall, which one is your favorite? It's at this point, I'm like, why didn't I just ride my bike? It was really windy, but there was hardly any traffic whatsoever. And I could have actually gotten a lot more groceries than I did. So it was, at this point, I'm like, why didn't I just do it that way?
It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you on.
Getting a whole lot closer to it here, so I was kind of getting happy about that. I had already walked quite a bit this week, so my feet were kind of, I don't know, ready to be done for the week. But I was just, I don't know, enjoying the scenery. I didn't really know what to do with the camera, so you kind of get the cart's eye view of, the whole thing. This is actually the majority of the video, so hopefully you enjoy it. I don't know, maybe I'll just put music on it. I don't feel like voicing the whole thing over. I was like I hadn't gone shopping in a while, so I couldn't really remember what I wanted to get. And no, I don't bring lists with me because that would be intelligent. Although most of the time I don't actually know what I feel like eating. So I kind of just go there and, gravitate towards whatever it is that kind of sounds good at that point. That's kind of my shopping pattern. I know many people keep lists. I actually try to just kind of go close to day by day because, well, for example, I got this 80 pounds of potatoes, but maybe I get tired of potatoes and don't want potatoes and then they go bad. So I just really try to buy as minimal as possible. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy that. I think I did accidentally circle around the store like 2 times just because I wasn't used to this one at all. It's set up quite a bit different. I think there was things that I was looking for that I never did quite end up finding. And when I realized that the line was wrapped around the store, like basically twice, I was like, oh man, I'll just get whatever I can in the line and I'll be on my way. I didn't know that the line was going to move as fast as it actually did. I do like this old building. I like when they repurpose some old buildings like this. You see that in Cleveland too. I'm sure you see that way more here though, because there's just more buildings to do it with. But I imagine if you go during the week, it doesn't look like this. But I really don't know. Maybe I'll have to go during this. Oh, of course, it's Thanksgiving week though, so that's not a very good barometer. I didn't really get a ton of very specific things. I just got very general things that you can make kind of just about anything with.
Different things. Waiting for the night time to see what it brings. And I'm still living deep in
How did I see myself put this corn over here into the cart? They by far have the best canned corn I've ever had in my life. So if you have a Trader Joe's by you, get their canned corn. You will not regret it. And their vegetable stock is really good too. And again, you see the mushrooms off to the right here. They're probably my favorite place to get mushrooms at if you're into that. I finally did get some gochujang, which is blocking the camera view here. They have a pretty good one. If you have an Asian market next or close to you, then I would get it there. But if you don't, the one at Trader Joe's is pretty good as well.
my head. Sometimes I feel my heart is there. Baby, tonight, baby.
And of course, you can't be Irish without ketchup. That is what's blocking the front view here. Yeah, what else can I say about that one?
Need a love instead. Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Baby, tonight, baby, need a love instead.
It's kind of occurred to me that it doesn't actually look as busy as it was in this cart somehow. It was very, very busy there. It was kind of like dodging people the entire time, which I don't mind. Some people don't really like that. I did actually get apples for the first time in a while, which I was happy about. I do reference that in an interview that I did yesterday, the apples. These apples, every time I eat them, I just keep getting hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. So I don't know. I did actually get something that takes off all the pesticides and everything like that. I should use that on these apples to see if it changes. But man, these apples, I don't know what is on those damn things, but it just keeps making me hungrier. I feel like you couldn't actually fill up on them at all.
Yes, I know we're not the same. I'm so tired of playing games. You don't have to be so hard.
At this point, I think I was debating on how much more I actually felt like cramming into this backpack, which I don't actually know that I showed in the beginning of this video, but you will see it at the end when I put it on the scale. I'm like, how much more do I actually feel like carrying? Because the more delicate something is, the more likely it is to get destroyed in that kind in a backpack, no matter how well you pack it. I was happy that at some point here, it may be on this video, it may not be on this video, I did end up finding some dates, which is really good.
Just tell me your dreams, the things you like. What turns you off, what makes you doubt. I'll tell you my deepest secrets. I wanna let them out. Hiding a million different things.
I really like the ceiling to this place. I think it was at this point that people started realizing that there was a camera. But I don't know at this angle if you can see anybody, the look on anybody's faces. But I think in this area, they're probably kind of used to it. But yeah, anyway, I really like the way the ceiling is. This view is kind of unfortunate. I thought you could see a little bit more, but I guess not.
And I'm still even deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead.
It's almost like stargazing at this point, man. I probably could watch this video for a while. I don't even know what I was getting anymore. I might have actually been in the line at this point because the line wrapped around quite a bit. I have no idea. Oh, there I am. Okay. And it fell again. Oh, I forgot I got carrots.
Maybe tonight, late in bed, could I love instead? Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, late in bed, could I love instead?
I was 100% in the line at this point, but I found it actually kind of useful because a lot of the stuff I still needed to get was on the line. So, and here's what I ended up getting. That's what I jammed into that backpack of mine. I will never get liquids there again because that doesn't make any sense. That added so much extra weight that it didn't need to be there. But the line actually moved really quick. Trader Joe's is pretty good at that. Here I am. I stupidly moved the straps down on my backpack. I had it way too far down. I should have had it way farther up. I kind of realized that like a mile after I started walking, unfortunately, but at least I know going into the future. Yeah. I think I'm talking about that at this point, that I'm like, something just didn't seem right about that. I keep circling this with the mouse on my computer thinking you can see it, but yeah, if you're carrying a lot of load like that, it's definitely better to carry it the higher on your back that you can. That is my advice for anybody doing something like this. And at this point, I think I'm pretty much reminding myself that I did bring a bike with me, and it has a bike rack on it, so I could have used that instead. But here we are walking. Again, I mean, I had fun with it. I'm not complaining, but it is kind of ironic. I had somebody call me, actually a buddy of mine call me on this walk, and he's like, well, you do have a bike with you. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, this trip would have hardly taken any time at all if I had my bike, but at least it was fun to get out and walk, and it was a really nice day outside.
It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you home.
Yeah, so it ended up being 31.8 pounds worth of stuff on my back. I actually ended up going out for another walk that day, so my total walk was like 16,000 steps. But I kind of show what I got here. Again, it wasn't a ton, but it's enough to get me through. I kind of like going day by day, and there's a ton of markets around me. I just wanted to go to Trader Joe's to get some of the stuff that I know that they have. And I got these mango things. They are amazing. The mango skins or whatever. And the dates and my candy things, onions. No, the onions I already had. And that is that. Oh, and here's the potatoes that I brought with me. I don't know how much is left. I had brought 80 pounds, but I know it's like a lot less than that at this point. And I think that was pretty much the close out of the video. I guess I'll close it out this way. I originally closed it out in the actual video itself. I got a little bit of stuff. It ended up being about 31.8 pounds worth of stuff, which is quite a bit to be carrying on your back for about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully that never happens again. I'm going to have to figure out what went wrong so it doesn't happen again, but that was quite annoying. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Comments, questions down below. Do you like Trader Joe's? That was one of the questions I asked. I actually did kind of a poll in there, but you didn't get to hear it because audio didn't record. Which do you like better, Trader Joe's or Whole Foods? Let me know down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.